If saving money still depends on motivation, you are one bad month away from financial stress. And in an unstable world, one bad month is all it takes. The people who survive uncertainty aren't the most disciplined. They're the ones protected by systems. For a long time, I believed saving money was about discipline. I thought if I just tried harder, resisted temptation more, and stayed motivated, I would finally build savings. But no matter how many times I promised myself I'd start next month, I always fell back into the same cycle. Save a little, feel restricted, then give up. The problem wasn't effort, it was design. I was asking willpower to solve a problem that required structure. It wasn't until I started studying financial psychology and behavioral patterns that I realized the truth. People who save consistently are not more disciplined. They're simply operating inside better systems. Once I stopped relying on motivation and started building an automatic saving system, everything changed. Saving stopped feeling like effort and started feeling invisible. 2025 has been a genuinely difficult year, not just for me, but for millions of people around the world. Economic instability, political tension, inflation, layoffs, and global uncertainty have affected nearly every country and household. And many experts are now warning that 2026 could be even more challenging. As a working individual, I've felt these fluctuations personally. Not just in numbers on a screen, but in my daily life and my family's sense of security. That reality forced me to confront something uncomfortable but necessary. Income alone is no longer enough. Stability now comes from systems, not salaries. Learning how to automate saving so your finances stay balanced even when life becomes unpredictable is no longer optional. It's a survival skill. Most people fail at saving because they treat it like a decision they must make over and over again. Every decision costs mental energy, and your brain is biologically designed to conserve that energy. Behavioral psychology calls this decision fatigue. The more choices you make throughout the day, the worse your financial decisions become at night. An automatic savings system removes the decision entirely. When saving happens automatically, your brain doesn't experience it as loss. It simply adapts to a new normal, and that is why automation consistently beats motivation. The foundation of any automatic savings system is simple. Pay yourself first before life takes over. Your savings must leave your account before you have a chance to spend the money. Set your savings transfer for one day after payday, not at the end of the month and not only if something is left. Psychologically, this works because the brain quickly labels that money as unavailable. Start small, 1, 3, or 5%, because the amount matters far less than consistency. Once your brain adapts, you can increase it without stress. Next, separate your money to reduce temptation. One of the biggest mistakes people make is keeping everything in one account. When all your money is visible, all of it feels spendable. Create at least 3 accounts, one for bills, one for savings, and one for the spending. When money moves automatically into each account, you stop negotiating with yourself. This principle, known as mental accounting, is one of the most powerful tools in behavioral finance because it works with the brain instead of against it. Then, automate multiple saving goals instead of forcing everything into one pile. Create separate buckets for emergency savings, short-term goals like travel or gifts, and long-term stability. When goals are separated, the brain feels progress instead of restriction. Even small automated amounts create momentum, and momentum builds confidence, the confidence that keeps the system running. Financial stress often comes from so-called unexpected expenses that are actually predictable. Car repairs, medical bills, holidays, and family responsibilities happen every year. Yet most people act surprised when they arrive. Sinking funds solve this problem. Automate small monthly transfers into specific categories, and when the expense shows up, the money is already there. Anxiety disappears, and the destructive cycle of saving, panicking, and starting over finally ends. At this point, many people feel uncomfortable, not because something is wrong, but because saving suddenly feels too easy. The brain equates effort with value, so effortless progress can feel suspicious. This is where people self-sabotage by turning automation off or increasing spending just to feel normal again. Recognize this clearly. Effortless saving is not cheating. It is evidence that your system is working. The goal is not to feel disciplined. It is to feel calm, stable, and in control. One of the smartest upgrades you can make is automating future increases. When your income goes up, your savings should increase automatically before your lifestyle does. This prevents lifestyle inflation without sacrifice. Your brain adapts gradually, and you never feel the loss. Over time, this single strategy can quietly double or even triple your savings. Even the best systems fail if emotions are allowed to override them. So, protect your savings by adding friction to withdrawals. No debit card, no instant transfers, or a short waiting period. That pause interrupts emotional spending and gives rational thinking time to return. Automation builds good habits, and friction protects them. Only after your foundation is solid should you automate investing. First emergency funds, then sinking funds, then investing. This order prevents panic during crises and keeps long-term investments untouched. Automated investing works because it removes fear, timing, and emotional reactions from the process. This system works when others fail because it aligns with human psychology instead of fighting it. It removes decisions, reduces temptation, protects identity, and creates consistency through structure. People who save automatically are not stronger. They are simply better designed, and when behavior becomes automatic, results become inevitable. You don't need a high income, and you don't need perfect habits. In uncertain times, what you need is stability that doesn't depend on motivation. Start with one automation today, one transfer, one account, one rule, and let the system quietly protect you and your family while you focus on living your life. If this way of thinking resonates with you, subscribe. Not for hype or shortcuts, but for practical systems that help you stay financially stable in an increasingly unstable world.